What up, world? So I saw 22 Jump Street. It is the sequel to the reboot spin-off movie version of 21 Jump Street. And the news for this movie came out last year, and at first I thought the title 22 Jump Street was lame. The reason that they call it 22 Jump Street is pretty funny. Um It stars Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, Ice Cube, um, Amber Stevens, Jillian Bell, Peter Stormare, basically the villain from like every Jerry Bruckheimer produced movie, um, with Rob Riggle and Dave Franco pop up. Nick Offerman comes back, and after the first trailer, I was like, man, this is gonna be subpar. I'm passing judgment already. The first preview basically said, okay, they're still in Jump Street. They got to go to college because there's a new drug, and Ice Cube find the dealer, get bust a supplier or whatever he says, and that's gonna be the movie. Um, so they're on a mission. Something fucks up. They have to go back into the Jump Street program. They go to college, find the dealer, bust a supplier. Um, but there's more to it than that. They keep it fresh from what seemed like the exact same premise from the first movie. They do keep it fresh. I don't, if I elaborate too much on the story, then I could spoil something. But just know it's not the exact same setup. It's not the exact same execution. Um, I mean, the acting is good, man. The acting is like it's like all these dudes been doing for the past 2 years. Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum is just hanging out and getting to know each other because the back and forth between them is still hilarious. Like there are parts in this movie that it seems like they really are friends and really hang out. I wouldn't go as far as really like do cop missions and shit, but you know what I'm saying. Um, Ice Cube's role is expanded, and it is expanded hilariously. It's like in the first one, like Jonah Hill was cool in high school. Channing Tatum hated the shit, and they kind of reverse that. Like Channing Tatum finds his crowd, but Jonah Hill finds a crowd too, and I mean it all works out. And I mean they in like the jokes that they use to there was another movie that did the shit recently, and I can't remember what it was, but Nick Offerman's character is basically just explaining nobody cared about 21 Jump Street. It was a surprise hit, so they want to do it bigger in the sequels. Sequels usually suck compared to the first ones. Nick Offerman is basically explaining how the budget is bigger because of the success of the first movie, and I mean, it's just the play on that shit. The play on that shit was so funny, man. Nick Offerman's character is hilarious. I didn't even know it was him in the first movie until I looked the shit up. Um, and that's what they do, man. Like the sequel, this movie does it bigger as far as like the action scenes. But Channing Tatum is fucking Spider Man in this movie. Another Sony owned character, and and then man, the direction, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, man. Like they haven't made a bad movie. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs was hilarious. 21 Jump Street, obviously hilarious. And then the Lego movie was like the first surprise of this year, and then they're two for two this year. And they clearly they set it up for a 23 Jump Street, which if they want to leave this a trilogy, or even if they want to go further, like man, this could be like the Ocean's 11, 12, 13 movies, to where 21, 22, 23, and so on. And I mean that's cool, and that shit is welcome to me. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like the cameos are there. Keep an eye out for the cameos. And stay through the credits, man. As soon as it says the end, don't get up and leave, 'cause you'll miss some more gems in that motherfucker, man. Um, so I don't necessarily think. that it is better than 21 Jump Street. It is a worthy sequel, in my opinion. 22 Jump Street is diggity dope. I hope that they do. Like 2 years from now, I hope to see 23 Jump Street. So my questions to y'all: do y'all agree with me or not? 21 Jump Street or 22 Jump Street? Which one do you like better? And also for comedy of the summer, Neighbors. Maybe you fucks with A Million Ways to Die in the West or 22 Jump Street. What's the funniest movie that you've seen so far in the past month and a half? Like what I got on the horizon, man. How to Train Your Dragon 2 tomorrow, God willing. And then next weekend, I Think Like a Man 2 comes out. Jersey Boys comes out. I want to see both of them. I don't know if my theater will get both of them. I'm going to do what I can, though. Peace.